So here we are with D, and we're looking at the function negative 3x squared minus 6x plus 1. One of the points on the parabola is 0, 1. We want to find another point on the parabola, and we're going to be looking for the reflection point. So the first thing we need to do is find the vertex. So step number one, identify vertex. Okay? Identify vertex. Vertex will always have the coordinates, and again we use the variables h, k. Alright? So, given any parabolic or quadratic function, then we know f of x is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. So comparing that to our specific quadratic function, we have negative 3x squared minus 6x, which is the same as plus negative 6x, plus 1. So we know from this that our a is negative 3, our b is negative 6, and c equals 1. Okay? So the coordinates in the vertex h, k, h can be found by this formula, negative b over 2a. So we're going to take b, which is negative 6, and we're going to plug that into the formula. The first negative comes from the formula. Our actual b is negative 6. 2a, so we have 2, and a is negative 3. So negative is a positive, so this is positive 6. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. So our actual x-coordinate of the vertex is negative 1. Okay? So first coordinate is negative 1. Alright? Now, to find the k, we simply take the h and plug that in for the x in this. So we're going to go negative 3h squared minus 6h plus 1. So we're going to go negative 3, negative 1 squared minus 6 times, minus 6 times negative 1 plus 1. This is negative 3. Negative 1 squared is 1. Negative 6 times negative 1 is plus 6 plus 1. This is negative 3 plus 6 plus 1. Negative 3 plus 6 is positive 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. So my k is 4. So there's my vertex. Whoops. So my vertex is negative 1, 4. Alright? So think about this. Now this parabola is going to be going down. So if you can think about this being a downward parabola, and the reason I know that is my a here is negative. That's the indicator. So here's my vertex. I have negative 1, 4. One of the points is 0, 1. 0, 1. So we know 0 is to the right, right? So we're over here. So here is 0, 1. Alright? So I'm looking at this distance right here. How far did I go? I went from negative 1 to 0. So I'm 1 unit to the left, to the right. I'm going to go now to find the other point. I'm going to go 1 unit to the left. So instead of negative 1, now I'm at negative 2. And I know my height, I'm right across from the other one. So I know that's going to be the same y-coordinate. So my y on the reflection point is going to be 1. So my reflection point then is negative 2, 1. I would certainly encourage you that once you've identified the vertex, to go ahead and draw a simple sketch. Put the vertex there, take the original point that's given to you, and then you can visually see that your reflection point, which is the other point that they want, is going to be right there. It's going to have the same y-coordinate, and all you're going to do is measure the distance, the horizontal distance from the original point to the vertex, take that same distance and go straight across to your reflection point.